up a little bit.
No, I'm excited for TeamOne. I know Dask and everyone in the green room is saying that this one should be an absolute wash, and perhaps it should be, but I don't like shoulds. I like dids. And I'm kind of curious. I think TeamOne could make this a little bit more spicy than we're expecting. They're a team that sometimes thrives with the surprising rounds. EliGE, and towards the underpass, he's going to be thriving with 2 pistols. Oh, goodbye, YEKINDAR. Okay, that flank better be affected pretty quickly because YEKINDAR's just been deleted. They've been unable to get damage in towards the site, but EliGE is here. He's the cavalry. He's dealing a ton of damage. And while that bomb is going down, he's going to be planted. They know that that threat from tunnels is omnipresent.
Yep.
Naf is clearing out long. He's expecting a lurk, and that's going to mean that he's very late to the party here. That's a little bit of an interesting check. Very conservative from Naf, but he wanted to avoid one sneaking in from long and shutting this whole retake down. Okay, EliGE. Okay, oSee. Here we go. It's getting messy, and what a clean retake.
Wow, the patience paying off for Liquid. They explode into that retake with a little less than half the time left on that bomb timer, but it's more than enough to get this defusal on in. Nicely done for them. Didn't force the issue too much. Smiles already on their faces. They're feeling good. Haven't taken that one round off of TeamOne.
I've just noticed they're in the setup with Fury on the walls. There is a setup with EliGE on the walls. Each of the setups has like a different team theme for the photos that are next to it. One just has Grim staring at you from both directions.
Oh, jeez.
There's giant Grims.
That's intense.
But yeah, I know there's an EliGE booth. So it's funny that EliGE is not playing
in the EliGE booth.
In the EliGE booth. So there's at least 2 EliGEs hanging out backstage there by the player setups. It's just, I mean, maybe that means he's better on the server. It gives him power. It's like a talisman. Just reach out and touch his own face. But on the wall. I guess you could always reach and touch your own face. It's a good point, John. Yeah. It's a good point.
Doesn't have to have the picture for that, Mike.
You can touch his face twice? No, you can always do that too. You have two hands.
Yeah, you're not
this isn't getting better.
No.
This isn't getting better. Well, we'll just leave it alone.
Let's hope it gets better for TeamOne.
I mean, yeah, TeamOne's leaving pretty much this whole round alone for the time being. They've just taken a little bit of long presence, but they were hoping for some aggression from Liquid. They were set up for it, and now YEKINDAR is starting to get a little adventurous. He got dunked in the last round. Wants a chance to shoot back this time, and well, at least for the moment, won't really get it.
oSee has got the scout out and actually pulls it down in order to pull out the flash, and now EliGE is going to peek out. He only gets one before TRK domes him. You have to be careful. Those deagles are really scary on the TeamOne side, and EliGE finding that out the hard way. Pesa is going to push up, pick up the A1S off the ground, pull out immediately, and tuck himself behind the smoke for the time being. He's trying to play the smoke fade here, and no, Nitro, just aware of his positioning, spams through the smoke and is able to make this a man advantage again, but TeamOne still the opportunity to threaten here.
Indeed it is. Maluk has a rifle. One is armor, so no reason to pass that over. The Deeds are rippers, but Nitro is going to be able to hold the line, push them back through the smoke, stunt any map control they might find in 18 seconds. The worst thing that TeamOne can do here is live. So at this point, TRK needs to take a fight. He recognizes that. There's going to be the setup, and Nitro will keep it clean. 4 players surviving. It's a nice result for Liquid.
Yeah, I mean, a good opener for TeamOne. Nice headshot from TRK from the Deagle, but it ends there. And I mean, good job from Nitro, spamming through the smoke for 1 and then following it up with a second. So keeping things at bay on the TeamOne side. 2-0 for Team Liquid, and they will have to deal with the rifles on the side of TeamOne now. 4 AKs in the op will come through. And Liquid going to try peek and double doors. oSee gets dropped by Maluk. Great opener from the IGL and primary opera. YEKINDAR with the A1S from that range wins it out against the offer. Well played, and EliGE is right behind him at Cat, holding the 4th down towards lower tunnels. He gets one, probably the second. There it is. Mobs and TRK, not a problem for him at all as YEKINDAR is potentially looking for. No, he's finally going to back off here and leave things up to EliGE, who will go down, but look at the damage.
That's maybe a little bit of overconfidence perhaps from EliGE. I mean, already getting 2, you certainly can't blame him for it, but that was overextension perhaps. Now the problem is Naf is on the flank. IDK is completely alone, trying to recover this with an op. He has been spotted, and mostly for YEKINDAR, that was probably about slowing him down. But of course, YEKINDAR also know how you take it a step further and find the kill. No overextension, no problems in general here for Liquid. It's the 3-0 start.
YEKINDAR is just so good, Mike. It's unbelievable what he's brought to this Team Liquid squad since he joined them. And I mean, he's obviously been explosive on their T sides, always going for those entries and very aggressive 30% of the time. In fact, over the last 3 months, he is that entry point. But even on CT side, you see him. He likes to get into the faces of his opponents, and right there was able to take down the Opper. Maluk very clean.
I know Haku is in particular enjoying the fact that one of the brightest spots for NACS is a Latvian. But hey,
yeah,
we welcome all comers. It's all about, you know, immigrant stories here in North America.
It seems like every NA team has to adopt a European.
Well, you know, we're all about working with different cultures and making greatness out of it. And EliGE is not going to have anyone really to work with. As I say that, though, actually, Nitro does come over to support, so this is a pretty good setup together. EliGE finds the 1, spots a second, has a little info to operate off of, and, well, they'll go ahead and give a bit of ground as YEKINDAR finds the bomb on the other side of the map. Tunnel's gone. Thank you very much. I will hang on to that. And now they're just going to take Tunnel's control, and unless this kill comes through from Mobs, there's just nothing really more they can do in the round.
No.
Minute on the clock, and they're already in a disastrous situation. It was just the pistols. And now it's just going to be the bodies.
Wow. Only 5 deaths combined for Team Liquid. They're building up the economy here. Very decisive round victories. It's not look good for TeamOne so far.
Nitro looks like he's got a bit of the super soldier serum right now because he's 7-0. Old Captain America looking pretty spiffy.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, why not?
I mean, Nitro's going to be looking for more here now as Maluk is back onto the op. He's playing towards dark and peering through those double doors, but not being given anything as the smoke has been tossed on forward. So he has to give it that position, and they're in fact going to go and try and take long A, which Team Liquid are admittedly giving them the space to work with, so why not push forward?
I mean, the adjustment here from Team Liquid is instead of contesting for long, they're taking this cat peek, right? You've got oSee peering down middle, looking for this fight. EliGE's gone over to support him. You've got YEKINDAR getting adventurous in towards tunnels. This is all the information, which means that IDK is going to be pinched. YEKINDAR coming into it. IDK gets the better of him this time, though. That's huge. As the tunnels lurks, he's not out of the woods just yet, and indeed, he will be kept in those woods and chopped down like a big old tree.
Yeah, that's what helps with that heavy presence towards mid and the B side. You always have a trader right nearby to make sure that you can get that frag on back. So a 4v4, EliGE gonna pop through the smoke, gets one, but only one. TRK trades him out. Now Nitro over the top of it, looking to punish for another one. Lots of damage being taken by TeamOne from the utility here as Nitro wait in the smoke.
Nitro's just wondering where they are. He knows they're right next to him.
They're planting right under his nose, and they actually get that bomb planted. It doesn't matter. The frags go down, but I mean, that one, he's just staring around trying to find targets.
He's not died yet, and in that round, he is standing in the middle of the fracas, just sitting there like, I'm going to see somebody, or the smoke's going to clear, and we'll see what happens first.
Yeah. I mean, yields the bomb plant, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, you're right. Good job by Nitro. Great patience, not to panic in that situation, realizing that everything was unfolding around him. And EliGE smiles. He's ready to go here. Happy.
I think, so a timeout was just taken, I think, probably by TeamOne, and I'd imagine that Dap's words of wisdom there were, good job, guys. That's about all he has to say right now. Yeah. He's chilling. He's chilling back there.
I mean,
lounging.
There's not much to say.
Leaning, relaxing.
Everything's going your way.
Well, we'll see if TeamOne can make Dap sit up in his chair. Put a little bit of nerves in there. I do have to say, love those new jerseys. They just announced a partnership. TeamOne and Los Grandes are like becoming one org, I think.
Oh,
they're
that's
fusing.
Cool. I didn't know that, yeah.
Yeah, and I do love the new jerseys. They're pretty fly.
They are.
Very different from the old TeamOne jerseys.
A nice pop of color, interesting design as well. I do like it.
And here's a note for everyone at home. They come with all the players' signatures in part of the design. So if you want a signed jersey, they're all signed jerseys.
That is true. Nice benefit. I imagine
you can get Mobs' signature on your body. I know Elliot is putting in an order right now.
Sure. I was just going to say, I wonder if the logo's going to change as well, right? But anyway, YEKINDAR is going to get the opener onto Mobs, and now the spray comes through from EliGE.
Look at the lower presence.
All Team Liquid here, and yeah, the lower presence is going to help. I mean, it already has. EliGE gets 2 frags. IDK, the last one standing, trying to chase something out, but he is dead to rights more than likely. Okay, manages 1 frag at the very least. And I guess Liquid have to be careful here with how far they push up, but that flashbang will help them out considerably. And there we go. YEKINDAR gets the last one. That'll be that.
That's such a bummer for TeamOne. You take the timeout, you talk things through, you go, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go for the straightforward B play. We're just going to go in. We're going to simplify things. We're going to throw our nades. We're going to execute, not give them a chance for YEKINDAR to get aggressive and all that stuff. He still does. He still does. Liquid just accelerates the pace. They're like, we haven't seen anything, eh? It's definitely tunnels. Jump on him.
Why not?
EliGE is in underpass before you're even getting on towards the site. Everybody's dead. That really sucks for TeamOne.
It stings, especially considering that was a full-on buy for them, and now they're back to the pistols. They're trying to go for another quick play, taken long. It was given to them last time they attempted this, but this time you had EliGE up close and personal for a moment. Now he falls off. It says, you know what, I don't want to deal with these pistols and maybe go down in a really weird situation. And nothing given away to TeamOne for free here by Liquid. 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock, though. Still a lot of time left to work with for this T side. And Malbs is just lining up his smoke, waiting for the opportunity to throw it as his teammates gear up for the attempted A take. There we go. Wall of smoke's being thrown up here for the cross, but YEKINDAR is good for one onto Pesa. Has the big green in his hands now. And I mean, look, TeamOne continue to try and charge through, but there's nothing here, Mike, at all.
No, I mean, it's a shutdown. Maluk with one shot, but that might just be a pity blow. IDK's gained some space. He doesn't have the long. Okay, all right. A 1v3? Yeah, not happening. Still, at least a little bit of damage. Problem is, at this point, I mean, the economy is silly for Team Liquid. oSee nearly had 16K at that point. He was above 14, so he'll drop a gun over it. They're not even making him drop. Everyone's chilling. They've gone to the double op. YEKINDAR has talked about the fact that he really likes to play the secondary op on this map in particular. Used to do it for the Outsiders, does it now for this team.
Yeah.
And it just gives them a bit of a different look to what they want to do over towards B.
I mean, if he's hitting shots like that, he can do whatever he wants.
Not towards B in this round early. Is he going for the fast cat? Where is YEKINDAR? No, out towards long. Okay, had the spawn for it, I guess. Didn't hit the shot, so he'll back away. But now they know there's an op. Long. And look at EliGE.
And only an op. Yeah, I mean, they're playing mid so very well, and EliGE going for the aggression here. He's not going to push up just yet because he's expecting someone to be holding this, which they might be soon. For the time being, they're pushed up aggressively towards the long house, and EliGE will get the space for free. This is very problematic for TeamOne.
They're watching.
There is a saving grace. You see, Malbs is coming around from T-spawn, so he could take down EliGE and pincer him in, and he will go down here. So that's good news for TeamOne.
That's a tricky position once you get into it. It can be so deadly, but as you said, it can also go very, very wrong. Still, a minute has been lost on the clock, and while they've worked the player into its pit, TeamOne still have a lot of geography to cover here on Dust2. oSee, blinded up. Gonna have a chance on these catwalk fights. No one's close enough to get him. He's gonna be able to scope in again, gets a shot and drops, and the molly means they can't chase. They're gonna try, and he's gonna kill another.
How does he get that
Just
chance?
rude. Absurd. Almost had a chance for the fourth. That's not quite going to be there, but oSee has done plenty to upset the chances of TeamOne in this round. Maluk's working his way up, but is he going to expect the player in the smoke? Not ever.
Unreal. I mean, every single time TeamOne manages to find an opener, it's just all Liquid after that. And this time, oSee just dancing around Cat, gets 2 frags, pulls out the incendiary immediately, tosses it to the ground, and then finds himself a third after the flash is thrown. He even had a chance at the 4th, Mike, but just couldn't connect on his shot. The fact that he even gets that chance is crazy to me.
I genuinely have never seen a coach more relaxed than Daps is right now.
Oh, yeah,
I feel like even in gimme games, coaches are usually a ball of stress and anxiety. He's chilling.
I mean, they were just in the finals in Pro League, Mike.
I need to ask Daps if he's got like a meditation routine or something, because he's looking collected.
He's feeling good about his team. He has to be, given their recent performances. And right here, EliGE is just casually taking down 3. Mike, making it look easy. Yes, it's Deagles, but wow.
Oh, he looks good right now.
Oh, yeah.
Aim on point. I mean, this round's done. And again, another one of those where one just never have a chance of even thinking that they might have something going in the round.
No.
That's the thing that Liquid are doing here. They're not just waiting in their default and letting the hits come to them and dismantling it. They're going forward and just shutting you down before you even think about starting to move in towards a site.
I think we've only gotten to see 2 executes maybe from TeamOne towards the A site. B
Malbs doesn't have a kill.
Control.
How often does that happen?
Not often at all. He is such a good player, but now this, I mean, they're outmatched right now. It feels that they've been so utterly dominated up to this point. It's not really close, unfortunately.
Timeout's being called. Daps is checking his nails. He's vibing. He's vibing. Just a little bit of sadness there over on the TeamOne side. I mean, they definitely are trying to adjust something, but you can tell they're completely deflated. They need one of those just ridiculous rounds. TRK, Malbs, Pesa. Somebody's got to rip 3 heads with a Deagle or do something spicy. because they need a little bit of life injected back in. They need a little bit of energy.
Interesting to see both coaches sitting down, but each under very different circumstances.
Yeah.
Chucky with sadness on his face, a bit of dejection perhaps. And, you know, on the other side, Daps just chilling, relaxing, not feeling any pressure at all.
Well, see who gets first blood in this round.
Excuse me.
We'll see who gets first blood in this round. oSee peering in towards lower. Might get a test here. Flashbang's good, but it's YEKINDAR instead with that secondary up we talked about. Getting it going towards B. This is something that he was doing a lot over in Pro League in terms of zoning out the space, taking this aggressive angle. Oh, is the nade going to finish it? TRK's low. Oh, manages to dodge that HE at least a little bit, but YEKINDAR doesn't give up the space. And he knows that he's got this angle all the way back in towards tunnels, so B is basically closed for business.
Yeah, and just a correction there. Went back into the past, Mike, with Chucky as coach, but it's actually Locomotion, the coach here for TeamOne. oSee going to get one onto base. IDK gets a couple, though. Here we go. TeamOne trying to get a round on the board. A lot of damage taken. Do they have a nade? No. Team Liquid does not have a nade available to them, so this makes it more viable for TeamOne, and Maluk drops EliGE 3v2. The man advantage and a two-man advantage. Maluk trying to help his team crack the scoreboard here. Only YEKINDAR, man, they have so much money, so he can legitimately go for this if he wants to.
I think it's more about playing for the exits here, keeping the economic pressure up for these last few rounds. But, I mean, this is, I said somebody had to step up to the plate. It was IDK.
Yeah.
Brilliant couple of entries. He's a player who can be enormously explosive with the rifles in his hands. He's a player who will barrel fearlessly into the angle. And if he starts to click, that could be a difference maker, at least to give TeamOne a chance to fight here. He's gone. Not alive in this one. Means that, well, only one gun will save through. TRK. So, YEKINDAR has done his job. Has made sure that you don't get to save anything. And we're rolling. Did Naf disconnect, reconnect, or is he really just 3-1? That can't be right.
He really is just 3-1.
That can't be right.
I think it is, Mike.
No.
It's been YEKINDAR, EliGE doing a lot of the work. Yeah. Mike,
he's genuinely just 3-1.
Yes, he is. It's been that dominant.
He's chilling.
Yeah. He hasn't had to do anything.
That was his first death. I noticed that Nitro was immortal. Someone had missed it on Naf.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. Me oh my. I mean, his spirit animal is the sloth, so that's probably his ideal kind of game.
There you go.
Just chilling. Relaxing at the back of B.
Do what you gotta do if you're challenged.
They moved YEKINDAR in towards mid. oSee gonna get caught here. The shot missed. YEKINDAR's right behind it. You never expect two ops on the same line. And he's actually sticking around. It's not the shot and drop. It's the shot and chill on the angle. He's finally drop. Yeah. His smoke's fading. He had to.
Yeah, that would have been too dangerous. Stick around.
But EliGE is still holding the angle. Oh, this long fight might be huge. Maluk is trying to zone this out. But it's Nitro in the back of the site. Ooh, it's going to be cheeky. Does Nitro peek? Does he give Maluk a shoulder? Timing will be everything. His teammates have moved off, expecting presence towards B, seeing the utility here. It's an effective fake. EliGE is working his way around the section in Long House. That flank could be immense. And Nitro's now going to give himself some space. The Molotov, it's too late. IDK's further up than he expected. And that's going to be the site lost. So now the question becomes, what can EliGE create from Long? Because they've now cleaned out the tunnel presence. And there we go. No up. No security from Pit. This post plant gets a lot tougher now. They have to battle forward. The bomb was planted to defend it here from Long. And instead, well, this retake is very viable for Liquid. Here's some damage. He's waiting for his teammates to get back in. Catwalk will be the new bastion of strength. Pace has to deliver from it. IDK up close. Pace though, one and done. It's all on to IDK. He knows they're getting closer, but time is of the essence here, John. IDK with a spray down on the first. Looking for the last. He's not got it. Naf, not enough time. He did enough. He did enough. No, it'll go. Another round for TeamOne.
Wow, right down to the wire there, but IDK good for it again. He is stepping up here. We talked about him. He likes to play on land, and he tends to have his best performances in these types of situations. So there you go. He powers his team to a second round victory, just barely. So wow. I mean, you saw Nitro there was just trying to buy time, I think, for EliGE to come in on the flank, right? He was throwing the smoke, throwing the Molotov, but like you said, didn't realize how far up they had already gotten, and they just completely clocked him in order to take that site and effectively the round. Now Team Liquid, they still had so much money. In fact, they still have a buy in their pockets after losing 2 in a row, and they got the double op set up back. Talked about how YEKINDAR likes to rock that, and they are going to have 2 players now towards A. That is Nitro and YEKINDAR, and look at TeamOne. I mean, they've been given this space, so you can't blame them for trying to find it once more and trying to go for this A take.
YEKINDAR creating a little bit of space for himself. Lots of utility being spent to try and unseat him. He's just moving all around the map, calling his own spots, calling his own shots. And sticking around a little longer than you would expect in certain positions. Which may catch TeamOne off guard. So they've gained this long control, they've gained this space. But can they get past the next hurdle? Can they get it past the corner? Another bullet goes in, another smoke out. There is not a lot of T-side utility remaining. Few smokes. No more schmollies. Limited flashbangs.
One lonely smoke, in fact. Could be a lineup here for YEKINDAR.
Oh, looking for the flash. The flashbang doesn't hit. He only gets one. He only gets one, so the trade is there. That's effective. At the very least, but the bodies are all here for Liquid. They've had plenty of time to section out the rest of the map, and now you're coming into a lot of guns. Naf finds his first of the round. And, well, he's getting a little bit more. It's all on the TRK, who blinded up, will be dropped on down. It's a good hold for Liquid.
I thought YEKINDAR would have a chance at a call out there, but misses it just
almost
barely.
A triple.
I mean, they lined up. Yeah, 3 players lined up. I thought that was it, but no triple for him. Just a lonely frag, but he's still got to be happy. I mean, all of Liquid has to be happy with the performance that's being put up as a whole. 30 frags combined for YEKINDAR and EliGE at the top of the scoreboard as well. TeamOne, they got 2 in a row, and, well, after that fell by the wayside and their economy was not built up enough for them to have a buy-up through here. That means 2 Deagles, 2 P250s, and a Glock. A little bit of utility, but it's going to have to come down to perhaps a surprise push here into the faces of Liquid. YEKINDAR could get overloaded. Good flashbang thrown, but he's got support from Nitro, who makes sure that this round likely won't be in doubt at all.
Who needs to see? Not YEKINDAR.
Forget it.
He uses the Force. He is a Jedi. Jedi or Sith? What do you think YEKINDAR is?
I'd say Jedi.
Yeah, I think so
Yeah,
too.
Jedi.
He's a good egg.
Yeah.
It was his birthday yesterday.
Yeah.
Happy belated birthday to YEKINDAR.
Yeah.
And apparently right now he's about giving presents to all the Team Liquid fans. Maluk boosted up to take a little peer down mid.
Smoked off.
And goodbye boost. So YEKINDAR is looking on the other side. And look at EliGE. He's done this again. He's done it again. So many rounds.
Why not? He keeps getting up there, and they haven't punished it yet. Aside from actually killing him once he got up into position, though. But
they did flash for it, though, so that might actually be a tip-off for TeamOne. You can tell they're hunting for it now. And that's going to work out. Maluk realized it. The flash gives EliGE away, and overstays his welcome a bit. So, an opener for TeamOne. How can they build? YEKINDAR's coming back in. He was zoned out in a different section of the map now. Ooh, he's coming right back through. He wants this tunnel's angle. Mobs is looking for it. And they're going to aggress into his cross there. Mobs has it. There we go. That's the Mobs we were expecting. Starting to find a little bit of form here. No one's in towards beef, so if they go fast, Naf is on the wrong side of these doors. He's back in position now. Arming his way on in. Just in the nick of time. Here comes the hit. Here comes the engagement. But one and done is not good enough. In most situations, you'd say this is an auto-save, but this late into the half, well, I mean, they've got plenty of money. They're going to go for it.
I mean, you absolutely have to. Pace it and punish before this even starts, and there you go. oSee going to get taken down all up to Nitro, and there you go. Pesa gets a 2K, and TeamOne find themselves at least a third to salvage out of this first half. Mobs getting 2 in that round. Only had 1 going into it. I can't believe he only had 1 frag going into that round.
It's been an uncharacteristically quiet game for Mobs.
Yeah.
He has not had a lot of road to rumble.
Well,
24 ADR. Oof. Yeah. We expect a little more from him. And certainly if he comes online, that would be a big change.
A lot of aggression into the tunnels here, Mike, by Liquid, and it's rewarded again. EliGE and YEKINDAR are going to get a couple. 4v3. oSee takes a lot of damage, though, in the meantime. I think that was towards mid. He might have gotten tagged.
He did.
So
The boost up from Maluk was effective, but now they're all out towards long. It's only going to be about this long fight.
Yep, it's a lighter
YEKINDAR's on the
man
scene.
advantage.
oSee is 2, the double ops. They want to swing.
Oh, there it is.
There's your collat. You got it. Maluk trades it, but he's lost everybody around him. He's all on his lonesome for this last round of the half. Gone to the rifle, and he does have time. Minute 15, plenty of time. Problem is, look where Naf is. Ready for the backstab, ready to shut this door and make sure there is no escape from Maluk. Maluk is wary. But in this duel, he should have no advantage as he clears around. It's a left eye and a right eye. Yeah, that's going to be the finishing blow. The sidestep from Naf. The 12-3 at the half.
Yeah, a little bit of presence there from TeamOne towards the latter part of the half, but overall, that was just complete domination from Team Liquid.
Hey Future Pros! Having a good A exec on Dust2 can make your life so much easier. So today I'll show you the Na'Vi A exec, which they pulled off perfectly on a force buy. To do this exec, you'll need 4 Future Pros, 4 smokes, 3 flashes, and a molly. Future Pro number 1. You'll be throwing the Xbox smoke to help your team get short control. To throw the smoke, get into this back corner. Crouch down and aim at this shadow. Then stand up and jump throw the smoke. Now get your team to get short control, but be careful as there could be a pesky CT chillin'. Future Pro number 2. You'll be throwing the one-way smoke, 2 flashes, and a short molly. To throw your smoke, get into this corner. Aim at the bottom right corner of this window and throw your smoke. Then put your back against the wall and aim just to the left of this part of the box while crouched. While still crouched, jump throw your 2 flashes. These flashes will destroy a close long player. Once you have thrown the flashes, quickly lob a molly back towards short as you could be getting fast flanked. Future Pro number 3. You'll be throwing a CT smoke, a sight molly, and a flash to get you down to the CT ramp. To throw your smoke, get into this doorway. Aim to the top corner of this building and throw the smoke. Then throw your molly from behind the closed smoke just to the right of the palm tree and it should molly sight. After that, underhand a flash into CT and hop down with it. Try very hard not to blind yourself or your team with this one. Then sprint towards long and get a free kill onto the long CT who is hopefully playing close. Keep advancing and take full long control as this will allow your team to plan for long if you succeed. Finally, Future Pro number 4, or FP4 as I like to call it. You'll be throwing the closed short smoke along with the flash for sight. To throw your smoke, aim just in between these 2 boxes above the barrels. Then get close to the box and underhand throw the smoke. It looks like a moving throw, but I assure you it's not. You can throw this smoke more safely, but if Bit lives on the edge, then you should too. Throw your flash off this wall, which shouldn't blind your teammates, but will flash a CT trying to advance on the smokes, and then take the site. Give this one a prac offline, but I'm sure all you Future Pros will be able to nail it down after at most 20 attempts.
And we're back into it here. Team Liquid with a substantial lead over TeamOne, but who would be the one team to remain at the end? A chance at least TeamOne gave themselves to make the run back here in the second half.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, obviously getting those 3 rounds helps, but overall, Team Liquid just had the edge throughout the entire half. It was IDK's heroic performances a couple of times helped power them forward. Then they managed to pull together a third, but this is going to be a tough pass forward for TeamOne. Team Liquid are going to move forward and send 3 players towards long A. A side is a little bit soft here for TeamOne. They only have 1 player, that is Pesa. But actually not Pesa, excuse me. Pesa is underneath here towards the lower tunnels, and he's going to be fighting away with YEKINDAR. And eventually forces YEKINDAR off that angle, but IDK gets the opening blow onto Naf, so first blood struck by TeamOne.
Mouths looking to follow it up out towards long. And okay, YEKINDAR's been lost as well, so nice early start here for one. They had given up the site. They will give up the plant as well. They don't have any interest in this. They're playing retake, and that might have been an overextension here for IDK, so he's not going to get to play into the retake. oSee holding long. This is so important. Has to hold on to this position to give them a prime chance here. And in the meantime, he's lost EliGE as well, so this fight taking a bit too long, and actually it stays clean for TeamOne. Here we go.
Right.
Couple from mobs. That's something that's got to be heartening for TeamOne fans.
Absolutely. TeamOne doing a good job holding the fourth there towards the A site. Yes, they give up the plant and, as mentioned, gave up a lot of space in the early parts of the round, but recovered nicely on the retake and didn't lose another body afterwards. So nice little fourth picked up here. Liquid with the bomb plant will likely force up, so the pressure is certainly not off of TeamOne in any way. Nice tap.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's what we expect from mobs.
Exactly.
The head taps. That's what he's known for.
Especially with that deagle.
They talk about his one taps. When does he get a mouse? Remember that? Screen mouse?
No, I don't.
Remember that?
No.
Commercial? They talk about my one taps.
Nope. Am I supposed to block that out of my memory? I don't know.
From the Edge Shot machine himself. Space taken in towards mid here for Liquid. It's been conceded. YEKINDAR looks like he wants to just go through, and indeed, if he does, I mean, he's got the room. It's IDK holding it, but he's holding it from back by the B doors. So there's certainly a chance to make something of this. But up catwalk they will go instead. This space also afforded to them as TeamOne hold from a little closer into the site. Maluk, and then Pesadelo. Playing near Goose. I think Pesa is actually just watching Maluk's screen right there, if you look at his cam, to know when to play off of it and when to throw the flash.
It's actually pretty smart, honestly.
Yeah. Just land things.
Yep.
But they're never going to be able to throw the flash because it's not going to come day.
No, it's going to the B site. Naf's been setting up a little bit of utility there. Now we'll eventually support here with a smoke thrown for the doors, which needs to be tossed before they decide to go for this execute. And in fact, they'll throw a smoke for cross first, trying to get the pincer on forward, and it's going to work out very well because there's only 1 player left here. All 5 barreling down towards him, and there goes TRK by the wayside. TeamOne are going to have to save. There's no choice. They're falling off. This is already Liquid's round.
Well, that one stings if you're TeamOne. When the pistol, immediately get absolutely rocked in the next. Nice one from Team Liquid. They showed a ton of patience. They resisted their urges to just go through mid and get weird with it. Falter back and just execute beautifully on towards B. Now the hunt is on. Why not? Try and take these guns away. Every gun you find might be an upgrade for your team as well. And, well, TeamOne are once again back up against it. I like this stack up. There we go. oSee finds it. Everybody peering in towards the pit. They got a pretty good idea where these remaining players are. So Pesa, good luck. Mouse will keep him up, and both guns will survive. So there's at least something for TeamOne in this next.
Yeah, good crossfire setup to save the guns at the very least. And Liquid want to try and put that killing blow as he saw them trying to chase down the rifles. All right, here we go. Liquid on to 13, 3 rounds away from closing this one out. Hasn't really felt like it's been in doubt for them at any point here, but perhaps TeamOne will be able to sow that seed of doubt here. A few round victories in a row, we'll see. EliGE going to be charging out towards long A, not really challenged. TRK gets tagged towards mid, but it's Maluk!
Oh my goodness.
Who takes down
YEKINDAR.
Nice shot there with the scout. And here we go indeed. TeamOne trying to get a response here in what could be a very back-and-forth start to the second half.
They have left long very open, though, and Team Liquid has taken the space. oSee point person on this one. When smokes go up, I mean, there just won't be that much they can do to deny it, right? It'll have to be Mobs who steps to the plate. I think he's got 80k along with him. With Deagle. They're going to try and do a try. That's risky. Maluk will collect the EliGE, 2 huge kills beforehand. Now the smokes go in.
They don't have another one.
There's only one smoke. Uh-oh. Apparently they do still want to cross this. I don't know if I fancy the chances, but okay. Nitro, just kill him.
Really?
That works too. It's a 2v2. They know where they're at, but TRK and IDK, the 3-syllable heroes, will bring this through.
So indeed, back and forth we go. Force by Pens out there for TeamOne, but I mean, look, Liquid's not going to yield here. They are going to go right back into it, force it themselves. Why not? It's going to have 2 AKs. As a result, the Galils will come through. Might be a couple of MAC-10s around that, but still, it's a pretty decent buy up here for the Liquid side. In fact, no, 2 Tech-9s. Not enough money to get the MAC-10s in play. And here come the flashbangs trying to take the base early towards
Tech-9
long.
better.
Yeah, I mean, say MAC-10, quick push, pretty effective. Pesa is going to make quick work of Nitro and oSee, though. IDK drops NAF, and we have a 5v2 in favor of TeamOne. So far, Liquid has not been able to get anything out of this force by YEKINDAR on the flank of EliGE, looking to support there. He's got the bomb on his back, though, but will separate himself from his teammate for now as he's trying to find some space into those upper tunnels.
They'll isolate. Set each other up to perhaps go for the hero play. EliGE doesn't get tempted too far in. The Goose player, Pesa, would have been there for the punish if he had. But it seems like they might just group in towards B. And I mean, it's not the worst read. It's TRK and IDK, but TRK is in a bit of a one and done, right? IDK will need to cover some ground to actually be able to trade him. And well, this could get interesting now. If they just rip ahead, suddenly this round might be in doubt.
They have the smoke, too, for doors.
It is YEKINDAR as well. But he's not going to be able to get this through. Damage, but no kill. The first one found. EliGE knows where the second is. Has the smoke for the door. He'll just cross it dry, and he gets away with it. But TRK knows. TRK can't hold him at bay. The smoke goes in the nick of time, and that might get him a bomb plant. 25 seconds. They're not going through just yet. They want to group up as 3, and EliGE has a chance to play this out. This would take the ace from him. But he's already found 2 kills, and he'll get up close by the door. Trying to play the smoke fade, getting behind the car. Tucking behind the bricks. He's got the first on the smoke fade. They're out the window. He's looking for the shot. EliGE needs to hit heads, and he can't quite do it. A brilliant effort from the veteran member of this squad, but no cigar.
Yeah, that's the problem with the car position. Oftentimes, it's a one and done because as soon as you get the first, the other 2 players, and the 1v3 anyway, are just going to laser focus themselves in on that, and you just have to be picture perfect in order to shut them down, and that just wasn't the case for EliGE there. So, there's a 6th for TeamOne. Not saying die just yet. That's the 2nd in a row, in fact, and that will force Liquid onto an eco here, you would think, but with the bomb plant, that's $800 extra, so their economy might actually not be too bad. No, okay, they will be on an eco here at the very least. Timeout called by TeamOne, in fact. They do have the lion's share of rounds here in the second half, Mike.
They do, but these are the important rounds, right? Maybe you think that this is where Liquid's going to throw a change-up pitch. These are the rounds that you can't lose. Maybe your comms getting a little too hectic and you just see something that needs to be adjusted back down from the coaching perspective. Some sort of note comes in, right? It's better to get ahead of those issues rather than try and make the correction once you're already losing rounds, because especially now, I mean, you got no cushion. Speaking about cushion, EliGE is pushing. With the scope. They are moving in towards a mid-fight. He's got the scout. EliGE has had a nice game, 25 and 14. Popping. 19 rounds, 25 kills. Love to see that from EliGE.
Pesa jumping around here.
Oh, YEKINDAR's right there.
That's fun information. Oh, YEKINDAR was trying to be patient. He actually connects and takes him down to 49. Oh, no!
Based on notice.
How is he limping away from that? 2 HP, eats 2 Deagle bullets. Luckily, that connected with his leg. Otherwise, it would have been a frag for YEKINDAR. Now Liquid at least gaining the space towards mid. Do they have much util? A smoke. So they could smoke off CT and try to push up here, but instead they're going to content themselves working a couple players up cat and having a lurk in those B tunnels, trying to catch off rotation should they come through.
We're going to play in towards mid. They don't have too many smokes for this, just the one on Nitro. But again, isolating B, this has really been a focus for Team Liquid. Isolate that B fight. They know who plays towards B. They've got a pretty good read on how TeamOne like to play this. And now with IDK tagged up, he can't be feeling good about it. Bullets about to rain down on his head. EliGE finds the first. They're looking for more. They've got it. It's all on a TRK. One's not enough. He needs to go ham, and he can do no such thing. 2 kills found. Might not even help them back into this one, though. Maluk will at least give himself the possibility. Bomb is down, a 1v2 though, even without armor. This is such a brutal sight to get back into. A smoke and a flash can section out some angles, but Maluk's just going to try and go and dry. Just going to try and find the space. He's not found the head just yet. He's been spotted. He's been tagged down. He's been eliminated. Team Liquid with a scout, pistols, and little else steal away around 14.
Heartbreaker for TeamOne. Honestly, it looked like things were trending so well for them, but an opening frag comes through. The space gain towards mid, and this, oh my goodness, what a shot from EliGE's second one as well. And full control gain. They end up going for that mid to B at the end of the day with that lone smoke, and it was absolutely the right call. TRK tried to stand on his head and get all the frags, but only ended up with 2, which I say only, but it wasn't enough in that situation. So now Liquid are 2 rounds away from closing this one out, and TeamOne, realizing the situation they're in, they say, no, we are not playing for overtime. We are forcing up. We're trying to get this done right here, as oSee does indeed get tagged by the scout.
All right, TeamOne. All right, this is the momentum. This is a lot of what EliGE was doing in the first half, except it's everybody this time around. Pesa in towards Dark, putting them on notice. And there we go. Mobs cleans up EliGE out towards Long. He's a little isolated. Couple kills coming back the other way means that this push is now done, and a third in towards mid sections up the map, isolates these players. This is going to be brutal. The response here from TRK is that he tries to push in to find a fight, and look at the health from Team Liquid. This isn't done just yet. One of these Ds could go ham. Oh, they're kissing. They're kissing. When does YEKINDAR realize? Now he knows. He's just waiting for Mobs to come back through.
Does he?
He should know there's a player on B as well. Mobs still gets it. Confusion there. But as it is, they know where Mobs is. There's a player above him. If oSee finds this, that's the A side open. Free and for the taking. It's all on to TRK. He's got the health. They don't. But where does he read this? He hasn't seen the bomb just yet. Now it's going down. Does TRK attempt this retake, or does he keep this rifle alive?
I mean, given the money, Mike, and the situation, I think the rifle's more important. Need a chance the next round.
Well, he'll try and give that to them. He'll try and survive, and that means that Liquid is going to find map point here off of this round. Team Liquid 1 round away from moving up 1-0 here in their road to Rio. What do you think the road to Rio is paved with?
I don't know. I picture a nice cobblestone road.
Cobblestone's not in the pool. It can't be cobblestone.
Cobblestone.
John says, bring it back. We got this lovely motion backdrop that they're putting behind us, but they never do show us, so I don't think it's gotten its fair due.
No.
I don't know if this is posted somewhere, but they made a beautiful motion backdrop that makes me want to just go to Rio.
Absolutely
we'll have to flaunt it to you guys later on.
At some point, yeah.
Gets me in the mood.
Indeed. All right.
Well, you know what the road to Rio is paved with?
What is it, Mike?
Counter-Strike rounds. And Team Liquid at 15 of them. They're looking to add that last little piece and build their path just a little bit closer to the grand prize. YEKINDAR, he's a bricklayer, one might say. And right now, well, doing a lot of masonry. Naf cementing this one through. Mortar, pestle, whatever they need. This is working. Oh, Colette with the scout. 2 headshots for the price of 1. Maluk wants this to happen. He's not ready to go quietly to that good night, but EliGE will give him a helping hand along. Team Liquid dominate in their first match of the IEM Road to Rio. They're making their path. They want that legend spot. They don't just want to qualify.
Absolutely.
They want to be legends, John.
Yeah, I mean, look, Liquid played so very well, dominant from start to finish. They look like the team that got to those finals in Pro League.
Well, they're building on that performance, and to build on our performance here, it'll be the desk back after the break.